Hey everyone, and welcome to Comic Breakdown. If you are new to the channel, please hit that sub button and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the content that we have coming out. And today we are going to be diving into X-Men 10 of Swords. This is part 19 of 22. So this week and next week are going to be the last weeks of this event. So next week we'll have 3 issues and that will be it. And I really think part 19 for this week is the big comic, is the big issue. And as we dive into this, you're going to understand why. Now, if you guys have not been keeping up with 10 of Swords, don't worry. I got a playlist, has every single video that is currently in publications. Go ahead, check that out. It's in the description. I'll leave a link also at the top. You can click on that and get completely caught up on everything 10 of Swords related. So without further ado, let's dive into this issue. Alright, so this issue brings us to the Quiet Council in Krakoa. Now in the last issue, Mr. Sinister pretty much got the Hellions all killed, and whatever ones he didn't get killed, he killed himself. And now he's back in Krakoa, and he's going to the council to try to talk to them about what's to come. And really what Mr. Sinister tells them is they've been at war for thousands of years. You know, the council should really see what they've done to other civilizations that exist within their reach. And his assumption of all this is nobody that went over there swinging a sword is coming back. They're all done. And we already have so limited members of the council, we don't need to send anybody else over there. His thoughts are we should just blow up the gates and call it a day. But obviously this isn't something that's going to happen. And Mr. Sinister really truly believes that it's going to end up costing them everything. Now, picking up in Otherworld, we have our duel. And our duel is between Cable and Blood Moon. And the fight begins. And their swords clash. And these two are going at it. And it really seems like Cable has the upper hand here, but he distracts himself because he doesn't want to see Cypher watch his quote-unquote wife literally be chopped in half. And so he's thinking about how he can maneuver so that he's not going to see the final blow, if you will. But in the time that he took to think that, he hesitated. And his hesitation caused him to not have the upper hand anymore. And he get his face just drug into the mud. And as Blood Moon goes to deal the final blow, Cypher runs out onto the arena and pleads for Cable's life. And Saturnyne, at first she's like, this was to the death. But obviously, Cable's spirit has just been completely annihilated here. And right now, the score is 18-6, with Krakoa having 6 points. And this is where we see Cable tap in to his mother and father. And he's really just saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I messed up. I didn't live up to the expectations that I think you have for me. But at the end of the day, it's not like it matters. Like, this isn't even close to fair fight. It's like she wants them to lose. She's running up the score against them for some reason. And he lets them know, I wasn't ready. I should have been the other guy for this. Things would have been different, could have been different. And he says, you guys need to prepare for war. They're going to invade. And this is when Saturnyne severs the connection. Now, the next fight is the fight that makes this comic, that makes this issue, may even make this whole event worth it, in my opinion. So we get the White Sword Purity versus Gorgon. And I know many people have been waiting to see Gorgon just let loose. Well, get ready, because he's really about to. Now, what the White Sword is going to do, since this is a fight to the death, is he's going to let all 100 of his soldiers attack Gorgon. And only after all 100 have been killed will he actually get the opportunity to take on Purity. And so, one at a time, he starts laying waste. And by the time we get to 6 or 7, Gorgon's eyes have been gouged out, but he has bodies just lying around him. And this is when the White Sword decides, send everybody. And Gorgon is just laying waste. Cut here, cut there, stab there, head chopped off here, and he is just wiping these guys out. Now, what they did not know, by Saturn IX's count, Gorgon has slayed 13 of White Sword's champions at this point, giving Krakoa a narrow lead of 19 to 18. And so this is where the White Sword decides to stop. He's going to stop sending all these people after him because this is just going to help them tally up points. And he tells Gorgon that his life is slipping away, and in a moment it's all going to be over. And when it's done, he's going to restore him, and he's going to serve the White Sword. And this is where Gorgon tells him, like, no, never will it happen. You're not going to impose your will over me. I follow my own path. And this is where White Sword drives his sword into the chest of Gorgon. And this is where we see Gorgon bleed out. And Apocalypse says, this is how a mutant dies, children. Like saying, this is the honorable way to fall. If you were going to die, you better die in this manner. And so now, everything's evened up. We are at 19 to 19. And the cards reveal the next contest. But Apocalypse and Annihilation, aka Genesis, already know. They already know the fight that's to come. It's the fight that has been waiting, that has been fated for a millennia. It's finally time for Apocalypse and Annihilation to go head to head. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think. I have to say that Gorgon fight, while I wish it was just a little bit longer, maybe a panel or two, it was phenomenal. We got to see Gorgon literally lay waste to 13 of these soldiers that are literally battle-born, blinded, and he is still taking them on. And it was just absolutely amazing to watch. And now we're seeing the score even out, which is even weirder. So this whole time, Saturn IX has been stacking everything against them. You know, at the beginning of this issue, it was 18 to 6, and now we're sitting at 19 to 19. Just like that. And it begs the question is, what the heck is Saturn IX up to? Like, what is she doing? Why is she doing this? And what the freak is the whole angle of all of it? Now, I know a few people have said Jim Jaspers, while he did make an appearance in this week, I really don't feel like he's the one behind all of this. He's the one manipulating all of this. I really feel like this is Saturn IX, and she has something deeper at play. Whatever that may be, there is something bigger at play here that we are just not being shown yet. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you have not yet, please be sure to hit that sub button, hit that like button, and until the next video,